Hello and welcome to another episode of Historically Marked. This is one of those corporations or fast food editions, but I am just standing literally outside the location, which was the very first Del Taco restaurant. Now, Del Taco has become one of the most popular fast food franchises, or companies in the United States. However, it is mostly available mostly in the western United States, especially here in California, but also in the southern United States, as well as the metropolitan Detroit and Columbus, Ohio areas. So nowhere near where I'm at, but I just thought I'd come make a stop here in Yermo, California, where it all began. So I'll tell you more about it. So I know I really shouldn't consider it a historical marker, but it is on the roof, the original site of the first Del Taco, established in 1961. Now there is one in nearby Barstow, the oldest one that is still open. Now this location closed years ago, but the one in Barstow downtown has been open since 1964. So a lot of people like to go to that one for its not just for the food, but for the historical purposes. All right, so now this is a burger den, and I mean, pretty much, it's opened, but it's closed now. They just told me they sold out of stuff, but they do have a decent menu, and they said, of course, I can film on the outside. A meat burrito, carne asada burrito, breakfast burritos, and of course, you got hamburgers and the combos, fries and a drink. And of course, you can just eat it out here. So believe it or not, I actually had my first taste of Del Taco last night in Barstow, and I got one of them shrimp taco combos that came with fries and a drink. And speaking of which, that's what really sets it apart from all the other taco places and other fast food. Like Taco Bell does not serve French fries, for instance, or anything like that, or hamburgers. But they've kind of diversified their menu in recent years, off and on. But Del Taco is led by CEO John Capicolo Jr. and it is headquartered in Lake Forest, California. And at this time, it is currently being acquired by Jack in the Box in a deal valued at roughly $575 million. So I wonder if this means they are actually going to be moving to the Midwest. As of late December 2020, there are close to 600. Well, the actual number is 596 Del Taco locations around the United States, none internationally. But the first Del Taco restaurant was opened by Ed Hackbarth and David Jameson on September 16th, 1964. This is what their website is saying. On the sign up there, it said 1961. So, I don't know. But success of this restaurant led to two in Barstow, one in Needles. Needles is about 200 miles away. And then a fifth restaurant in Corona. And that was actually, the one in Corona was the first Del Taco with a drive-through window. Dick Noggle, who installed the kitchen equipment in the Corona store, was impressed by the design and the success of the business, and so they formed a trio together and made Red E Food Systems with the idea of franchising the Del Taco brand. And that same year, in 1966, the original Del Taco Sun logo was created. 1967 was the year Del Taco introduced their bean and cheese burrito with green or red sauce. Beginning in the 1970s, Noggle separated from the trio and created his own fast food with the same theme called Noggles. By 1981, Del Taco had approximately 350 restaurants, just about all of them in California. Now, in February 1989, Del Taco merged their restaurants with the 171 Noggles fast food outlets. And even though Del Taco was very successful at times, however, there had been a lot of setbacks, including a Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing in 1993 because of a lot of unprofitable restaurants that, of course, owed money. And also, sales kind of took a dip over the years. But Del Taco is still going strong today. And, of course, there have been a lot of other controversies here and there. But they've also sponsored a lot of sports teams, including the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim and Basketball's, or the NBA's Los Angeles Clippers and the Utah Jazz, among many others. So let's see what the future holds. I really do hope they expand throughout the United States, and with this whole news about Jack in the Box acquiring them, maybe this means, again, they will move to the Midwest. We shall see about that. All right, thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked. Once again, I apologize for the wind. Who knew California was so windy, at least this part in the desert. But I am in Yermo, California, just outside the site of the very first Del Taco restaurant. I am Jason, signing off.